One thing that we all should already know from history is that there is no crueler tyranny than that which is perpetrated under the shield of law and in the name of justice, the common good, and public safety. Thanks for joining me here on the High Impact Flicks channel. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to this channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, and share it with everybody you know. And if you like police interaction videos and holding tyrants accountable, I have a backup channel called Here's the Deal. That link will be in the description and in the pinned comment.
Floyd Mayweather. This is another psychological operation, but I agree with almost everything Floyd Mayweather said here. I might play this right here, but let's go to Floyd Mayweather. This is Floyd Mayweather reaching out to Kyrie Irving. Listen to what he says, and you tell me if you agree with Floyd Mayweather.
Kyrie, what's up? I know you're going through a lot. We had a chance to hang out in 2016 when you represented America, when you represented the red, white, and blue. You only want to be treated fair. I was going to post something on one of my social media pages, but I decided to do it the old school way and read it out to you because you're a great person, great father, great athlete, and you believe what you believe. America is the land of the free. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and supposedly freedom to choose. Never be controlled by money. I respect you for having some integrity and being your own man. A free mind makes its own choices. An enslaved mind follows the crowd. Stand for something or fall for anything. One man can lead a revolution to stand up and fight for what's right. One choice, one word, one action can change the world. It's crazy how people hate you for being a leader. I hope your actions encourage many others to stand up and say enough is enough. Respect to you, Kyrie, and power to the people.
I thought that was tremendous. And I'll just add one more thing to that. Wrong doesn't cease to be wrong because the majority share in it. And right doesn't cease to be right because only one person supports it. It's very telling that in all the NBA, only a handful of people said, nope, not going to do it. Not going to do it. And it's like that worker, that union worker that we saw the other day, said the foreman came in and said, hey, unless you guys bow down at the altar, Jabbo, ain't none of you going to have any jobs. Everybody immediately picked up their stuff, head toward the front gate. He said before they got to the front gate, the foreman came up and he goes, okay, all right, we won't do that. Oh, so you didn't care about us before, but now all of a sudden you care about us because you saw that our reaction wasn't going along with your little, what you were trying to foist on us. See, a leader is a leader. He's not going, what kind of outcome is going to work for my benefit? He's just a leader. He just gets in front and he goes, I'm not doing what the crowd's doing. Doesn't history teach us that if the entire crowd is coming in this direction, jumping off the cliff, common sense and integrity and principle tells you I need to run, not walk in the opposite direction, away from the crowd, away from the cliff, away from the majority, away from everything everybody's telling me is safe and effective, safe and effective. Sometimes you get the impression that this isn't America anymore, that this isn't the land of the free, home of the brave. And it hasn't been for a long time. But you see now when somebody actually stands up, takes a stand against the majority, takes a stand against the agenda, says things against the narrative, those are the people that are emerging as the real leaders. How can you not respect that? How could it ever be construed as respectable to be a part of the crowd doing what everybody else is doing? How? What has happened to common sense? Well, apparently it's not so common anymore. What has happened to principle? It's faded away. In the dark summer of tyranny, in the dark winter of tyranny, under the mantle of the Great Reset, where you'll own nothing and be happy, and the oligarchs and the technocrats get to be in control. I applaud what Floyd Mayweather said here to Kyrie Irving. I applaud that. I mean, I didn't hear anything wrong about that. Is there a level of psychological operation that I don't understand here? Yes. But still, Kyrie Irving did what he thought was right. He has his own convictions. And the world, or at least it appears, at least mainstream media is telling us that the world is ostracizing him. So what? So what? If the world's against you, chances are, historically, you're doing something right. You're doing something right. And when you're a person of conviction and you walk in principle and you have no desire to initiate unjust force and violence on other people and make them do things that they don't want to do, violating their conscience and their moral and their will, when you refuse to do that, that pretty much puts a very positive spotlight on you. So I applaud what Floyd Mayweather said here in his endorsement for Kyrie Irving to be free, because Floyd Mayweather mentioned a free mind and a slave mind. It's hard to be free. It's easy to be a slave. I mean, freedom is dangerous, and peaceful servitude is comforting, and it appears to be rewarding, and it's not judgmental, and we can do whatever we want. Anything goes. What would you rather have? Dangerous freedom, uncomfortable freedom, or peaceful servitude and slavery? Like Samuel Adams said, no people will tamely surrender their liberties, nor can any be easily subdued when knowledge is diffused and virtue is preserved. On the contrary, when people are universally ignorant and debauched in their manners, they will sink under their own weight without the aid of foreign invaders. I would say that that principled person looks like the Kyrie Irvings of the world, who take a stand. No matter how much they're ostracized, no matter how uncomfortable it is, no matter about the contract being lost. I guess the guy had a $186 or $180 million contract with the NBA. $180 million he's willing to walk away from and be ostracized over and be looked down upon says everything you need to know about at least a portion of his character, I would think, in my opinion. Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the global thought police in the comment section below. I will see you guys in the next heavily censored shadow ban video.
Guys, we already know that they want to decimate the dollar, destroy the economy, bring us into a cashless society, and eventually make it difficult for us to even get food. That's why I constantly promote My Patriot Supply. Every chance I get, I turn my fiat currency notes into long-term storable food. This stuff is awesome. It's got a 25-year shelf life. And one thing we're all going to need is storable food. It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. With my link in the description, you get $100 off of every order instantly. It'd be a good idea to order it while you can, because I'm not sure how much longer they're going to be able to ship this out. My link for your $100 off discount is in the description below.